Smuggling contraband aboard ships is as old as the seafaring life itself. But today, the danger is increased. Global terrorism has given rise to a new species of threats, where a single fanatical individual can bring danger with him onto a ship, in cargo, in his baggage, or even on his own person. The defense against this type of threat is a security policy that includes the right to search any and all persons seeking access to your ship. The right to search the persons and possessions of all people seeking to board your ship should be stated publicly and posted in plain sight. The first duty on greeting anyone attempting to board your ship is to establish their identity, then to complete a sign-in or other procedure that establishes and approves their reason for coming aboard.
First place, nobody will be allowed on board without prior intimation that somebody is coming on board.
If there is any question, detain those seeking to board and contact ship or port security personnel.
The rules are that security overrides privacy.
Ravi Shankar is a maritime security consultant who helps train officers and crews in proper search techniques.
At the end of the day, it is the captain's responsibility to make sure that he has got a safe ship. So he cannot be constrained by privacy codes here. It is the safety.
Although security comes first, always use courtesy and respect the rights of others. Inform those boarding of your search policies and ask their permission to search their baggage and their persons. If they refuse to be searched, they should be denied access and escorted off the ship and the port facility itself. The guidance for personal search policies is given by the ISPS Code, Section 915. At Security Level 1, all those seeking to board a ship should be liable to search. The frequency of such searches, including random searches, should be specified in the approved ship security plan. The frequency of your searches will be determined by specifics in the ship security plan. The plan will call for more thoroughness as the MARSEC level increases from Level 1, normal security, to Level 3, an imminent threat. The acronym MARSEC, short for Marine Security, is often used interchangeably with the term security level. For efficiency, it's useful to have at least 2 people conducting personal searches. It's also recommended that whenever possible, port facility personnel be used so fellow crew members aren't searching each other. Begin personal searches by asking each individual to empty his pockets into a tray or container and to take off his shoes and any jackets or outer garments for inspection. This is also the appropriate time to ask if there are any objects of possible concern that are to be declared at the time, such as tools, knives, screwdrivers, box cutters, which could be potential weapons. While one member begins the personal search, another inspects carry-on items and personal effects. A metal detector or portable wand is a useful tool for detecting metal objects in a personal search. The Techique is the familiar one seen in airports and other secure facilities. Begin by asking the individual to stand erect with his feet 2 to 3 feet apart and his arms outstretched horizontally. Then, with the wand switched on, run it over the entire body, front and back, between the legs and under the arms. Keep the wand 4 to 6 inches away from the limbs and torso. In many instances, metal detection equipment may not be available, and not all dangerous contraband is necessarily metallic. Weapons can be fashioned from ceramics or hard plastic, and toxic or explosive substances can easily be concealed on the body in powdered form. Hence, the need for physical inspections and searches. In a physical search, use your eyes first. Look for unseemly bulges or irregularities in clothing. Then, lightly pat down likely areas of concealment in the belt, inside the legs and socks, under the arms.
What we have done here in this case is to make sure that he is coming clean, which means that he is not bringing anything hazardous onto the vessel. Now, what do we call hazardous? A knife, a screwdriver, a box cutter, whether it is metal or a hard plastic, doesn't matter, but it is still a dangerous object, with which he can harm other people on board.
In physical searches specifically, inform the individual of what you intend to do and act with courtesy and respect at all times. The ISPS code states specifically that any such search shall be undertaken in a manner which fully takes into account the human rights of the individual and preserves their basic human dignity. Have a designated area to conduct your searches. Then, designate experienced personnel from either the ship or the shore side to conduct them. Wear protective clothing and plastic gloves to protect both the searchers and those being searched. And always work in teams for maximum efficiency. Make search procedures an ongoing part of crew training. Have a set of communications in place in case an individual or anything carried on board is at all suspicious, and empower each and every crew member to be vigilant, responsible, and aware.
First and foremost is every crew member to feel that security is his responsibility as well. It is not somebody else's responsibility. It is everybody's responsibility.
Personal searches are a critical element in keeping ships secure. Here's a brief review of the 8 main points we've covered. State the search policy publicly and post it in plain sight. Complete all required identification and sign-in procedures. Always request permission to perform a personal search. Comply with the ISPS code and the security level with procedures designated in the ship security plan. Search all carry-ons and personal effects. Know how to operate metal detection equipment. Conduct physical searches with courtesy and respect. And finally, organize and maintain proper equipment, procedures, and personnel training. Often the best way to smuggle something onto a ship is to conceal it on one's own person, hence the need for personal searches. If they're handled efficiently and methodically, with courtesy and communication, they can result in a more secure vessel and a crew protected from harm.